I keep forgetting that this isn't a skating channel. No way. I'm in love with this board. I'm scared. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? In my last video, I said that I ordered a skateboard. If you haven't watched my last video, go and do that. It'll make this video make a lot more sense. But anyways, it's finally here. It's a 775 Alien Workshop Spectrum. I knew I needed a 775 because I am a small man. Pay attention to your skateboard sizes if you're gonna get one. If you skate mega ramps, you might need at least an 8.5 with 60mm wheels. If you're a 9-year-old boy, you might not want a full-size deck at all, so pay attention to your skateboard sizes. My first impressions of this deck is I am absolutely in love with it. I cannot wait to put it together. I'll get it closer to the camera. I thought that all of the black parts in between were gonna be solid black, but it's sort of like stained wood, and I think that's really cool, actually. Beautiful, beautiful. The stain on the front of the deck is also beautiful. It's too bad I'm gonna be covering it up with grip tape. If I can get it open. Is this the dullest razor blade in the world? What the hell? Okay. There we go. Now, some things that you're gonna need to set up a skateboard. As I was just holding, you're gonna want a razor blade and also some basic tools. This is specifically a skateboard key, I think is what it's called. It has a bigger socket, a smaller socket, an even smaller socket, and then this thing that pulls out. One side of it is Phillips head and one side of it is Allen. So this is kind of, if you can get your hands on one of these, that's all you need, essentially. And a razor blade. Whew. It is very steamy in here. It's the hottest day of the year so far, I think. At least it feels like it. This is interesting. This little Alien Workshop logo is like ingrained in the board. I don't even know how, there's not, that's all seamless. I don't understand how that works, but it's cool. There's a little safety warning sticker. Let me just get rid of that shit. The reason I got an Alien Workshop board specifically, primarily because of the way it looked, actually. I think that's a really big part of determining what deck you want is the way it looks. But this used to be Rob Dyrdek's brand. Rob Dyrdek is just my guy. I mean, he's my favorite skater ever. But anyways, let's start with the grip tape. All right, now this is Mob M80 grip tape. I got it, it really doesn't matter what kind of grip tape you got. I got this because I liked the specific color of it. It was a little lighter than the other ones. You're gonna wanna peel off the back. It's just like a grippy sticker. That's essentially all it is. Big sticker. And be careful not to let it touch anything, except the skateboard. And what you want to do, lay it on top. Let me make sure it's covering both sides, okay? Then press down in the middle. Start in the middle and work your way out, making sure that you're not putting any bubbles in it. You gotta be really careful because you pretty much get one shot. And that's what terrifies me about it, actually. I don't like that. This is my least favorite part of the skateboard assembly. Basically just patting it down everywhere I can to make sure there is absolutely nothing wrong. Next, you're gonna wanna file it. I'm just gonna use the end of a ratchet. It has a pretty good kind of file at the end of it. Basically, that's probably gonna be louder than my voice, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and then talk. Don't be afraid to overdo this step. I mean, some people go ahead and file down the whole entire board so it's not as grippy. I'm not gonna do that, but basically, just go for it. I mean, there's nothing you can mess up at this part, really. Okay, next, another potentially tricky part. Unless you don't care. If you're like me and you want everything to be as nice and even as possible, this is gonna be one that you're gonna wanna be careful with. Well, you're also using a razor blade, so you wanna be careful anyways. But I'm gonna go ahead and try. This thing is so dull. Oh my God. Okay, well, we'll try. We're just gonna cut as evenly as we can with this dull ass razor. This might take me a minute.
2 hours later.
Maybe not the worst job ever done. Now I need something to poke holes through with, so I'm using tweezers, I guess, is the only thing I could find. So I'm gonna start the hole going this way, just so I can find it on the other side, because I don't want it to be poking up. Now what I'm gonna do is try to dig some of it out of the holes, just so that the screws go in really nicely. Okay, now for the trucks. I got 7.6 Crux trucks. I think Crux trucks are awesome. I like really plain trucks, so I just got silver. And during this step, you're also gonna need your hardware. I got Allen hardware instead of Phillips, because I've never had Allen. I thought it'd look cooler. But you can do whichever. Then I also got silencer pads, which are not risers, but I wanna try them out, because I've never had them before. I want to see if they'll absorb some shock. This is not required. This part's pretty simple. If you've ever assembled anything from Walmart, you'll know what to do here. Anytime I screw in anything for literally anything, I like to go corner to corner to get a more even distribution of pressure. Okay, now you just put the nuts on.
These nuts?
And of course, like most things, you're gonna wanna get it really tight. I've got my Allen piece and my thingy from earlier. And I'm just gonna hold it in place with that while I screw this in. Not gonna lie, this is taking some force. I don't know if 8-year-old me could have done this very well. The goal is to pretty much get the bolts as flush with the board as you can. And that side's done. So just rinse and repeat with the other side. I was right. The Allen hardware does look really cool to me. All right. Now for the wheels. These are 53mm Spitfire wheels. The ones I wanted were 52mm, and this was green, but said they weren't gonna have them until like June, so I went ahead and got these. And with wheels, you're also gonna need bearings. Now, I usually get reds because reds are awesome, but I went ahead and tried these Bronson Speed Co. So we'll see how they work. Also, what I wanted to mention is it's really important as well to know your deck size and your truck size, because these, as you might be able to tell, these trucks are way too small for this deck, and it's just really odd. Unless, I don't know, people have all kinds of different styles. Maybe somebody likes their truck smaller. But these are 7.6 trucks for a 775 board. All right. Now the way I'm gonna do this is by, first of all, taking this nut off, and I'm gonna drop a bearing down in there. And then try and push the bearing in there. Sometimes they don't really go all the way. It's kind of difficult sometimes. And then we just go ahead and do that with the other side. And now that they're in there enough for me to at least get the wheel on, we can actually use the nut to get them in there even better. So basically tighten that up as tight as it'll go. And now the bearing is deep inside there. So then you're gonna wanna loosen it back up though, because the wheel needs some space to be able to turn. I don't know, my golden rule is if you can hear it jiggle at all, then that's fine. Okay, either these bearings really suck or they need to be broken in or something? I don't know. I mean, I've never had, I don't know if that's picking up very well on camera. That's like Walmart board quality. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know, I'll probably just end up buying reds like I should have originally. I've wasted $15 in worse ways. A Jamaican man actually robbed me of 20 euros in Rome one time, but that's a story for a different day. I also was able to fix up my grip tape a little bit, try to salvage it, so now we can see the blue, the nice turquoise poking through on the side. I'm pretty pleased with this, just looking at it. I can't wait to ride it. Here we go. I hope this isn't too loud. I just got off work and it's like 4 in the morning. Also, in the making of my last video, I severely injured my shoulder. And I was at work the other day and just went to adjust something and it popped out of its socket. I'm getting old. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I learned a lot from just that push. So these trucks are just super loose, which is not a problem. I can fix that in 2 seconds. I just wasn't expecting it. Also, I can't tell if it's the shape of the deck or the size of the trucks or these pads I put in, but it feels taller than most other boards I've ever ridden, which, I mean, is not a bad thing. it's interesting. It's very interesting. I am so in love with the shape of the deck, particularly the nose. I think the nose just looks so sexy. Look at that. Okay. Let's do some tricks in the order that you're supposed to do tricks in. Ugh. Okay, I can't have my trucks this loose. Wow, I really hate these bearings. Man. I'll probably be buying reds. Good Lord. Gotta clear the debris or these Walmart bearings are gonna catch everything. Let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna skip that one. Or I'll do a fakie, how about that? Got too much spin on fakie. I keep forgetting that this isn't a skating channel, so I'm sorry if I sound douchey by all the terminology I'm using. What's next? I can shove it. Oh, whoa! Because it's smaller than any deck I'm used to, I mean, that just flipped with ease. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, front shove. Whew. Look at that. No problemo. Besides the bearings, this thing feels superb. Okay. Normally on the list would be a heel flip. However, I'm only gonna try one heel flip, and if I don't land it, I'm not gonna work on it, because I hate heel flips. No way. Normally whenever I heel flip, or I try to heel flip, it kind of rockets a little bit and does maybe a half turn. I'm in love with this board. I lied, I'm gonna try it one more time. Kickflip. Wait, hold on. It's the moment of truth. Am I gonna land my first kickflip on this board? I don't know. I'm scared. What if I don't? Wait, I think in a game of skate you'd get a rebate on that. Because only part of my foot touched. Yes! Woo! That's sexy. Again, this thing flips like no one's business. Oh my god. I could probably double kickflip with this. Holy hell. Okay, let me try with this fat boy to see how it compares. Listen to that thud. This thing's heavy. Oh, this thing is absolutely massive now. That's hilarious. It takes no effort now. That one was not very steezy. That was a good one. Okay, I wonder if I can varial. That'll be the true test. Almost first try. I don't know what that was. That's alright, just keep going. I got this. I almost just died. That's fine. Tic-tac at the end, but it's fine, because I don't want to do it anymore. Oh yeah. Big spins are going to be no problem on this thing. Okay, one last trick. Switch ollie. I cannot switch at all. I'm horrible at switch, but I gotta try it. Did I get in the air? How about that time? Okay. I'm just goofing around at this point. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see me take this bad boy to the skate park next week. Whew. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Peace out.